You look at me now and you say, he looks like an average high schooler. He looks happy, he looks like his life's been good, but behind the curtain, I was a mess. My name is Tim Swift. When I was in 8th grade, my older sister and I were going to school, and a red Honda Civic blows through their red light, and we end up T-boning them. My head hit the dashboard and then came back and hit the window. I remember one specific thing, my older sister screaming.
I remember there was coffee all over us and hot chocolate all over us from the drive, and through the whole process we had tried to reach our parents, and that was terrifying, not being able to reach them.
We don't end up going to school that day, and I have hockey practice that night. I got onto the ice, something just wasn't right. I started to get this really, really bad headache. Light was extremely bothersome. Sound really bothered me. I ended up going to my pediatrician. She diagnosed me with a concussion, and she told me, just take it easy until your symptoms stop. So I had a really hard time talking. I knew what I wanted to say, but I had a very, very hard time getting the words out. About a month now after the accident, they threw drugs at it. They tried to get the pain to go down, and my neurologist basically told me there's nothing more that they can do. So after that day, I never saw my neurologist again. I was stuck in my upstairs living room, no contact from anybody. None of my friends talked to me. None of them asked me how I was doing. It was very lonely and very depressing.
Seeing him going from a very active, kind of carefree kid to one that was miserable and didn't want to do anything was hard.
I would hear my sisters come home from school. They got their report card, or they got a test back and they got an A. And you know, my parents would talk to them about how proud that they were. They got the good grades, or, you know, that they needed to work harder in some classes. It was hard because I wanted to do that. I wanted to show them that I could do stuff. I didn't feel like I was making my parents proud. I felt that, you know, I was just a bum on the couch. I met with another group, and they did a brain mapping. They were able to determine that I suffered a traumatic brain injury just in seconds. Playing sports and being with friends and Boy Scouts, all of that type of stuff just got ripped from my life. It was a lot for being 14. I've been out of school, missing homework, and haven't gotten anything to work on. They're like, well, why can't you go to school? Because I looked normal, I looked fine. And I would have told them, I want a tutor, I want somebody that I can talk to, somebody, you know, that I can work with. I want work, I want to do stuff, but I just can't do it here. They were more talking to my parents. No one wanted to know how I was feeling or what I was actually going through. People never asked me what I needed. By the end of my freshman year of high school, I had missed 150 days of school. My mom ended up finding a procedure, and my pain stopped. It was gone the next day. I let the school know. I told them that we need to try to work on getting me caught up, because at this point I have 0 credits going into sophomore year. And I get put into 2 maths, I'm in 1 English, I'm in 2 histories. From not being able to do anything, getting right into it took a huge toll on me. I started feeling extremely tired. I missed school, and they take me out of my core classes and put me into a program called Credit Recovery. And I'm working on to get to be a junior, even though I'm in my junior year already. I ended up finishing all my classes that I need to do for that year. And now it's in my senior year, and I'm doing more extracurricular activities. I'm a part of now my high school's drama club. I'm now back into Boy Scouts, working on getting my Eagle, and I'm hoping to graduate this year. Right now, I feel awesome. I feel almost 100%. I still get tired and I still get exhausted sometimes. Yes, I had to go through 4 years of torment and 4 years of just crap to get to this point, but I never gave up. On the side of the school, creating a personal plan for a student that has suffered a brain injury is vital. You have to take each situation differently, and you can't just say, oh, this person's had a concussion, so we're gonna follow these steps. That's not how brain injuries work. I can't be the only person that this situation has happened to with a concussion or a traumatic brain injury, that they didn't get the help that they needed, and people didn't understand what they were going through and what they were feeling. And that's a huge personal drive for me to be more successful and to help people and to help myself and to have that life that I didn't have earlier and try to prevent that for other people. You don't allow it to control your life, because as soon as you let that happen, you're not going anywhere. You will get somewhere as long as you don't give up.